Hey everyone, stick with the Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up. We have the S&P's down 58, Dow's down 422, and NASDAQ down 137. Whew. Kind of an interesting morning here. What's going on, Faiz? What's going on, Jeff? How you doing this morning? It's Monday. We are ready to go. All right, just organizing my desk here a little bit. What's going on? What's going on, James? So, yeah, the markets gapped down. Like it was kind of interesting. Obviously, yesterday we had last night. You know, if we look at S&P futures here. You know, we ripped up last night here, and now we ripped right back down. You know, we were up last night on the kind of the stimulus deal. Obviously, the stimulus deal, even though they haven't voted on it yet, they've agreed to it. Americans are supposedly going to get $600 per person, and they're going to dish out billions to the airlines and other places. So I mean, the market really wasn't, loving it on this news. You know, they weren't really loving it. Airlines are going to get $15 billion. Must call back 32,000 furloughed workers. So that's good. That's good news. They're gonna bring back some workers. Yo, man, child, what's going on? But the overall deal, I mean, it's not that. Honestly, it's pretty lackluster. It doesn't really help out the average American. I feel. I mean, especially like the struggling American right now. I mean, if you're down and out real bad, if you're on the low end of the spectrum here, and you lost your job back in February, March. Been struggling to make ends meet, like the $600 definitely I feel is not going to be really any solution for them. But oh yeah, Clarence, we're getting to that. We are getting to that. So that's kind of the situation right now regarding the stimulus bill. $600 to most adults, $600 per child. And then they're going to add additional $300 per week to the unemployment if you're currently on unemployment. So we'll see. But yes, there is a new virus strain in the UK. London went on tier 4 lockdown just right before Christmas here. I mean, it's just crazy. Travel stocks are getting ripped a new one. Obviously. Where is the? Oh, let me get the virus. Let me get the virus news here. Yo, what's going on, CW? Artie, what's going on? If you're just joining, say what's up. Okay, here's the article that I was looking at yesterday. So we have So more than 16 million are required to stay home as lockdown came into force Sunday in London and southeast England, part of Boris Johnson's attempt to control a fast-spreading new strain of the virus. They are saying that it's spreading faster than the original COVID-19 or the original coronavirus that which we're currently battling, which they were just now rolling out a vaccine for, and it's mutating into, they calling it like SARS-CoV-2 or something like that. So COVID-19 cases nearly doubled in London over the past week, with almost 60% of the infections attributed to the new strain. Johnson announced a new top tier of pandemic curbs for hotspot regions around the capital. All non-essential shops will close, and 16.4 million and 31% of England's population were ordered to stay home. Whew. I mean, that's for England, I mean, that's bad. That's real bad. That's real bad for the UK. So, I mean, they're basically locked down. Also, British Airways is not giving refunds or tier 4 travel cancellations. I mean, come on. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what's going on with this new strain. I don't know if, Johnny, I don't know if this is going to be a thing or if this is not going to be a thing. Like, if it's not, like, if the death rate is nothing, then maybe it's not going to be a thing. Or, I mean, we're back to kind of square one, which unfortunately, we don't understand what we're dealing with. Is it more deadly? Is it less deadly? Is it impact certain groups of people more than others? I mean, it's the same exact thing. I don't think that, John, I don't know. I think the reason is they just don't know. They just don't know. They don't know what it is. So we're getting the COVID-19 vaccine. I don't know if it's going to work by the time the 2.0 gets here. So I don't know. Like, I wish we had answers. I wish we had a way around this, but I don't think we do. Yeah, Zoom is taking off. So I mean, even as I'm talking, like, futures are kind of recovering right now. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously the market right now is optimistic, but also now this is causing a problem, right? So the market is optimistic on the vaccine, optimistic on the, I would say last night when the stimulus, the interesting part about this whole thing was futures didn't really start tanking until, like, stocks open, right? Futures didn't really care about the new strain, because the new strain, that news came out earlier on Sunday. Futures opened up that night, and futures didn't really care. Futures ripped up, but then they came back down to flat due to the stimulus bill, and it was kind of like priced in, sell the news event. But then when stocks opened this morning, then futures started to be impacted. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, Zoom is taking off. Obviously anything travel, United down, Delta down, Southwest down. But the banks are up pretty big today. Banks, we got JP Morgan up pretty high, Goldman Sachs up high. We have this thing ripped up here after hours, and then we have sorry, I need a drink here. Bank of America's up pretty high too. What should we do if I have SPY calls expiring this Friday? Or I don't know what you can do. You know what I mean? Like that's the risk. Like last week, when I said it multiple times last week, I was reducing my risk going over the weekend, because I really didn't think there was going to be a stimulus deal. And so that's why I started to sell. I started to sell off. I mean, sure, I do have some positions here. As you can see, I'm in positions, but all of these positions right now, are premium selling positions. I'm not long any premium. I'm short premium in Airbnb. I'm short premium in Amazon. I'm short premium in CRM. I'm short premium in NIO, and I'm short premium in Space. I'm short. So obviously we're going to be taking a hit on some of these. I mean, we got CRM down to 224, closed at 227 on Friday. Amazon's down. Actually, Amazon's holding at 3,200. I mean, actually Amazon's hanging on there. Airbnb is down like $5. I'm at the 130 strike. I'm short. So, right now I offloaded any premium that I was long, and I rolled right into just holding my short premium right now. Now, obviously, my short premium is probably going to take a hit today, but I would rather be short premium on a day like today than long premium or long calls. I mean, if you're long puts, good. People are probably going to sell, but I'm right now I'm short a bunch of premium. But yeah, SPY. I mean, it hit 358. The question is, are we going to revisit these pre-market lows, or are we going to come back up? I mean, right now we're mid-range. We closed at 369. We hit 358. We're currently at 364. So is this gonna pop back up? Are we gonna just stop here? Kind of a lot to be determined here. We got VIX up 31%. VIX top 31. Hit above 30. We haven't seen above 30 since, what is this? We haven't seen above 30 since November 4th, and that we were on the way down. November 2nd, we were up here, but we spiked above 30 back on October 26th, and we hit 40. So we still can rip up pretty good. You know what I mean? So just be mindful. Also, I mean, this week we have a short week. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull this up here. This week we're having a short week. We're only going to be trading Monday through Wednesday for full days. Market close on Christmas Eve at 1 p.m. and obviously Friday for Christmas we're closed. So we're gonna have a long weekend. So just be mindful where you at. Like if it were me, I wouldn't trade this week's options. I would not trade this week's options. And when I put a trade on this week, it's not going to be for this week's options. I'll pay more money to go further out. I don't care. You need to protect yourself, because right now, if you mess up on this week's options, you don't really have a whole lot of leeway. You got 3 days to kind of figure it out, and theta is going to come in hard. So maybe I'll sell some premium for this week. If we get a nice spike, but then you're going to open yourself up to a lot of gamma. So we'll see. I don't know. Today, I would obviously on Friday, we had a different expectation of the market than we do now. The market changed. So you kind of have to shift your mentality and say, hey, is the reason why I put this trade on still in place? If that reason no longer exists, then there's no reason to be in the trade. You know what I mean? There's no reason to be in the trade. And people might be clearing up their P&L into next week. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 7 full trading days. New Year's Eve, markets open normal hours. Christmas Eve, we close early. So we only have 7 full days of trading. So just be mindful, and I tweeted this out and I posted in the Facebook group, don't blow your accounts up this week. Don't blow if you made it through 2020 green, don't do it. Don't be aggressive here. If you're green for 2020, it might not be a bad idea to just take the rest of the year off, relax, chill, come back at 2021. Market is still going to be here. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It seems like they're going to be running this news here. It says existing vaccines will be able to fight infection from new COVID variants because emerging strains are likely to be genetically similar to prior ones, said Vin Gupta of the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation. I don't know where that is. I've never heard of him, but that's what he said. His comments came after the UK on Saturday said it has identified a new mutation of the virus that can spread more quickly. Gupta said the effectiveness of the vaccines of producing antibodies to attack and kill COVID-19 is extraordinary, and he doesn't expect minor changes at the genetic level to affect the vaccine's performance for now. So I don't think, honestly, they don't know. They don't know. What's going on? Future Habits, Benito, Oliver, Daniel Ring, what's going on? So yeah, I'm right now into the new year. I'm leaning more towards selling premium. Yeah, Lulu really ripped up there. but now it's coming down a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see if Lululemon can come back down to 360 area. I might try to short some puts. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to, I don't want to get too aggressive here. Obviously a day like today, you don't want to be the first guy in. You don't want to be the first guy in right now. Everyone's going to be like panicking, closing their positions, opening new positions. Just like, if you have no reason to do anything, just don't. Just relax. Amazon, man, this hit 32.20. Is it ever going to break this range here? It's like, I think it will, though. Actually, Apple's showing some strength here. I'm surprised Apple's come back up to like the 125 area. Apple kind of screwed me on Friday, so I'm not looking too forward to trading that. NIO, I was looking forward to hit 50s this week, but now with this going on, I don't know if that's going to be possible. I don't know if it's going to be possible. I mean, it might. I mean, it looked like we were gonna break through this possibly into this week, but with this selling pressure, it may not happen. CRM's also down after closing at 227, which was a nice close, but sheesh, back in range, back in the 225 range. I mean, thankfully I'm short premium here, so I'm not waiting. I mean, thankfully I had a long call on CRM. I sold it on Friday. Whew, I only made 8%, but it's better. Hey, making 8%, way better than losing. Way better than losing. You get smoked. Like, I just been taking my small gains and moving on. Like, I have no reason to be in the trade. Like, just clean it up. Now, Nike beat on the top and bottom. I'm actually holding up pretty nicely, 145. So Nike is at all-time highs right now. So it'll be interesting to see if it actually holds this or if it fades it. And then we have Tesla. Tesla is being added to the S&P 500 now. What do you guys think? How is this going to change Trading SPY? Do you think this adding Tesla to the S&P 500? Do you think it's going to calm Tesla down, or do you think it's going to make the S&P 500, a wild ride? What do you guys think? Tesla will have the 6th largest market cap in the index behind Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, and Facebook. The weight of it's going to be 1.5%. Daniel, 1.5%. It's a big boy. You think it's going to calm Tesla down? You think that's what they're trying to do? So it's 1.5. It's going to be 1.5%. It's big. It's big. So, yeah, let me see if I have the information here. So actually, they're saying it. Sorry, it's to be more exact, 1.69% weighting in the index, the 5th largest. It will become the 6th biggest company in the large cap benchmark when counting together the two share classes of Alphabet. Investors, including passive fund managers and active managers that use the S&P 500 as a benchmark, rushed into Tesla shares in the final run-up, pushing the stock up nearly 6% on Friday to close at an all-time high of $6.95 a share. I don't know, but this is the biggest. I'm not sure what, Johnny, I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not as big as this. I'm sure it's not as big as this. Why do they use this picture from? A lot of haters. Let's see here. Apple weighs in 6%, Microsoft at 5%, Amazon at 4%, Facebook at 2%, and then Tesla's at 1.69%. So it's going to be right behind Google because Google is weighing at 3%. When you weigh the both classes there, so it's above Berkshire Hathaway, above Johnson & Johnson, above JP Morgan. Well, should be interesting. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about any other stocks when they were added, what they were. So I guess we're gonna see. It says for every $11.11 Tesla moves, the S&P 500 changes 1 point. So if the stock moves $11, you can contribute that to 1 point in the S&P 500. So right now it is down 25 points. So it's going to change the S&P 500 by about 2 to 3 points. Yeah, travels down hard. I mean, no one knows what we're doing. But I guess, I mean, if the vaccine fights the new virus, then I guess, I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? Unless people are not getting the vaccine and it's just spread. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. SPY right now is chilling 364. What's let's see, what is like Home Depot doing? Home Depot's down 3 points. Yo, is Thinkorswim, are the brokerages going to go down today? I feel like they're going to go down today. I feel like the brokerages are going to hit bottlenecks today. They're like, no one said it was going to be red on Friday. I have calls for the stimulus deal. Oh my gosh. Like we got some crazy traders. Okay, Home Depot's down a little bit. What's AMD doing? AMD's at 94.40. I think there'll be opportunity to buy the dip, but will not trade this week. I mean, right now, like on a day like today, I might be positioning myself for selling some premium for January. You know what I mean? Like I might not day trade, but I may be positioning myself to grab some premium for January expiration. I mean, I'm already in January a little bit. I'm gonna try to get in a little bit more. I'm gonna try to get in a little bit more premium. Kind of diversify myself a little bit. But AMD, I mean, man, AMD really got hammered hard. I mean, it fell from 97 down to 93 and back up. And mostly like Intel and AMD got screwed because Microsoft announced that they're going to be making their own chips. So now we have Apple making their own chips, which those people don't care about because Apple doesn't make chips for anyone but Apple. But Microsoft is going to be making chips themselves for their own products, of course, which they're currently using Intel chips and AMD chips. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting, but Intel is in a very bad spot because of this. I mean, they're at 46 right now. I mean, are they going to revisit 52-week lows? I mean, pretty good chance, I feel like there's going to be a pretty good chance. I mean, Intel's been having a very bad year, and I mean, I think they've kind of done it to themselves by not pushing new tech out, missing deadlines. I mean, I don't really feel bad for them because they're not doing what they need to do to stay competitive. They got soft. They got comfortable. That's what happens. Let it be a lesson to us all. Look at Yahoo. Look at Intel. Look at Blockbuster. You know? Like, you know, in business, you know, and my wife says it to me all the time. It's like, you know, somebody is going to be gunning for your spot. Somebody's coming for you. Somebody is coming to take that spot. And in this case, Intel stopped innovating. Intel stopped pushing out product. Intel stopped being the go-to source. AMD came up, and then, you know, Microsoft saw Apple's success. Microsoft wants to control the process. They want to be able to customize Windows per their own chips, make better hardware. I mean, MySpace, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's not that you're not satisfied with where you are, maybe in life or in business, but knowing that there's a threat out there, somebody that wants to take that from you. You know. Somebody always wants to take something from you. They see you, they want to take it from you. Same with the market. They don't want you to make money in the market. They don't. They want to empty your accounts. They want to take your accounts to zero. Can't let them. You cannot let them. And that's why it's a fight. That's why you gotta push through. Trading, I mean, trading is tough. because you got people just wanting your money. If you're in the market, you're exposed to somebody else trying to take your money. That's what it is. Yeah, DKNG is down. What's Penn doing? Yo, Penn was so good to me last week. Penn was so good, man. I hope this thing drops like a rock. I doubt it will, but I hope it does. I hope this comes back down to 75. Hope it comes back down to 70. At least 80. Come back down to 80 would be ideal. They had kind of a rough close, though. You know, oversold bounces and shorting divergent bounces of the SPY today. Expiration going to be fun, man. You wild, bro. You wild. Today, expiration shorting the bounces and the today expiration. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it really depends on if the market views this. It doesn't really, like, the thing is, like, it doesn't matter what your personal opinion is about the virus. It doesn't matter what you think about it. What matters to us traders is, what does the market think it's going to do? What is the market going to price in? Whether the market's right or wrong. Even if the market's wrong and you believe yourself to be right, it doesn't matter, because the price is whatever the price is. European Medicines Agency authorizes Pfizer vaccine in the EU. Just now. Pfizer taking a beating. I wouldn't mind getting long a little bit of Pfizer I mean, right now it's at 37. Maybe get long a little bit of Pfizer heading into earnings might be good. I mean, January 26th, you know, maybe I sell some premium in Pfizer. Maybe I sell some premium in Pfizer. I mean, I think it could push up to 40 for earnings. I mean, I don't know if it's going to go like parabolic in it, but it's actually holding. Whoa, that's really loud. LAZR staying quite strong. Yeah, that's been a good stock. It's been a good stock for me. Man, it's pushing up to 29. I can't believe it. I might be looking to sell some naked puts in here again, because that was some good. That was some good. All right, let's see. I mean, my P&L is kind of all over the place. I don't actually know what's real, what's not real in here. So I'm down. I'm losing $43 on the day on CRM. Amazon, it's bouncing around from red to green. NIO's bouncing around too. NIO's down $1.40. Space. So I mean, yeah, I mean, at least, like, if I would rather be selling premium today than holding a naked call, you know, like, I think we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Airbnb, we're okay. All right. Maybe need kind of depending on how things go, might need to redeploy. I mean, I've been trading snow a little bit. Snow's been kind of good. Snow down in this like 325 area, I've noticed. Now, the thing about snow, it's a very low volume stock. So when it moves big, either in the direction for you or against you. And then the options pricing isn't very good. Option pricing, not very liquid. So if you trade snow, like, you better know what you're doing, because this thing can rip you a new one. Absolutely can. I was gonna go long DoorDash too. I was gonna sell a credit put spread on Friday, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. And then they had this amazing run from 149 up to 169 at the close. Like, that was crazy. Like, I was not expecting that. Like, I don't know if anyone's trading DoorDash here, but I've been getting a little taste of Airbnb, just selling some premium and kind of seeing what happens. But DoorDash, I mean, this was a 20-point run. I mean, that was crazy. I saw the breakout. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna see it, because like what I do when I first try to when a stock first comes to the market, I kind of just watch it for a while, kind of see what it does, kind of see where I can get an edge on, kind of understand how it moves, see what the demand is, and kind of go from there. And right now, I mean, that was nuts. I mean, DoorDash is even ripping right now. It's up $6. It's almost up 4%. Airbnb is coming down a little bit, but DoorDash is ripping. DoorDash ripping, and Airbnb is down almost 3%. Which I mean, this stock is in the travel sector, so I mean, it's probably going to take a beating today, I would imagine. You know, right now we have the S&P's down 46, so we're recovering a little bit here. Dow's down 310, Nasdaq down 83. So we're coming back a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Tesla is at, let's see, what's Tesla? Tesla's at down 4% right now, down $29. That's the thing now. Like, you're gonna have to like be mindful of where Tesla is compared to like SPY and the S&P 500. Like, I think it changes. I think for me mentally, it changes the dynamic of SPY and the S&P 500 because like when you were seeing what SPY was doing, like, oh, what's Apple doing? What's this stock doing? What's this stock doing? Now you'll be like, oh, like it kind of changes. It kind of changes your mentality, you know. We'll be taking a big hit since more companies are making chips in-house. I agree. Apple's moving to the upside here, but yeah, I'm just today just gonna go low and slow. Amazon's pushing green on this news. Man, Boeing is sub 220 again. It hit 203, and my Thinkorswim is like moving slow for some reason. 203, man, it hit 203 pre-market. I'll watch Boeing for potential short. I don't know. I don't want to get too aggressive on the shorting because if this thing is not as bad as what it seems like, you're going to get in trouble. Square and Roku are up, and all the banks are up. I mean, Goldman Sachs up 9 points. Why is nothing happening when I click on it? Here we go. Goldman Sachs up big. It's up 4%. JP Morgan up almost 3%. Bank of America up 2%. Let's see, what was some stocks doing well last week? Beyond was doing well last week. Let's see what Beyond's doing. Okay, Beyond not doing too bad. I mean, it's dropped $3, but it's not horrible. It's showing some strength here. Nike continuing up. Yeah, LAZR is going up. Man. Yeah, I kind of just want to see, like, for me personally, I kind of just want to see where the action's at, kind of see what the price action is doing. Does it look like we're going to recover? Does it look like we're going to stay flat? Are we going to go down more? Just relax. Like, a lot of people get like really, really excited with these kind of opens. And honestly, like this week for me is more about preserving capital than anything else. Like, I'm in some trades and stuff, but like, you're going to want to preserve your capital. And CRM is ripping though. CRM is ripping to the upside right now. Look at that. So stocks are showing some strength early on here, but can they hang on? I mean, Dow's only down 240 now. Nasdaq's still around 88, but S&P's came down, only down 40 now. I mean, it's big. It's still big, but it's not like waking up to, hey, Dow's down 2,000 points this morning. Get the Vaseline out. It was not like that. Like, we've been there. It was crazy. I was having like $100 SPY puts go to like $900 profit. That was crazy. That was crazy. It's just easy money, right? I wonder what percentage of investors that were trading like the initial decline of the pandemic actually made it through to keeping their account into December. Like, I would be very interested in that stat. Like, if they started trading in February or March, like, what percentage of people actually are still here? You know, like, that would be an interesting stat. Like, there would be no way to find that out, but the brokerages know. Yeah, lasers pushing up. I was gonna sell a put. Like, what did they have earnings? Like, when is earnings on this thing? Like, now it's saying January 26th. The reason why I didn't put a position on this is because they said earnings was December 11th, then earnings was January 26th, or sorry, December 18th. Now it's saying January 26th. So I don't know. I didn't want to be holding a short put, a naked short put, if earnings was like in a day, like I didn't want to do that, you know. I didn't make a penny on the pandemic drop, just watched it fall. Yeah, I mean, I did pretty well on there, but it was, I mean, to be honest with you, it was freaking scary, Daniel. Like it was scary on the pandemic drop. Like, you know, in my lifetime, I've never traded anything like that, and I'm glad I have the experience now. But that was, I mean, people are like, oh, it's supposed to halt every day, right? Like, no, it's not. We go years and years and years without a halt on the market. It's like, oh, it halts at halt. We're gonna get a halt today. Oh man, that was like it was like the stock market was just one big penny stock, you know. It was just like that was a ride. That was a ride. All right, stocks are kind of stalling out here. So Apple's stalling out, as you can see here. SPY's pushing. Tesla's not doing anything. Apple's not doing anything. Let's see Microsoft. Microsoft ripping like this? 220? Wow. Right out the gate like this, like not even leaving anything. Like, you know, we know amazing bull flag here, push to the upside. Nice. Did not expect that. I mean, I think today is going to be, I don't want to speak too soon. I feel like shorts may get ripped a new one today. They're going to have expectation. Like I'm just tracking the price action. Don't think about the virus. Don't think about the stimulus bill. Just trade the price action and just try to understand what the price is telling you. You know, like sometimes all the news is not good for your positions. Like just chill on it, you know. DoorDash got rejected though. DoorDash hit 173 down to 166. Yo, is Disney getting hit? Disney's not doing that bad. I thought Disney was going to get clobbered on this news. Disney's holding 170 here. I mean, if it goes below 160, it's going to be in trouble, but that's a little bit of a drop. Just seeing if there's any push alerts here on my phone. See if there's anything. But I think that's it. I mean today, definitely could be a red day, but like right now I'm just kind of seeing where the pricing is going. Facebook's only down 2 points. Man, it is laggy on Thinkorswim right now. Yeah, banks are strong. Facebook is down 2 points. It's not bad. Bounced right here at 272, which was the lows on Friday. Could come back up here at 277 area on Facebook. Would be interesting. 5-minute chart looks decent, and the 1-minute chart looks okay. Could make a push up here. Could make a push up to 275, 276, even 277. Looks pretty good there. Actually, this chart looks really nice, but I don't know. I gotta chill, relax. So kind of where my P&L right now is settling in at right now is kind of break even. I mean, up 28 on Amazon, up 21 in Space, but I'm down 20 on Airbnb, down 16 on CRM on the daily, and break even on NIO. NIO is actually pushing up nicely. A rule I don't. I think yeah, this is my personal opinion, obviously, but I think January is going to be good for stocks. I think January is going to be good. Now, it could be totally wrong. And that's why it's always best to look at what the price action is doing. Like, it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what they say on CNBC. You gotta look at what the price action is doing. You can assume a certain thing, but it doesn't mean it's true. You know, you got to look at what the price action is telling you. Like, I think NIO is going to be over 50 this week. But now that things kind of changed that, maybe it won't. You know what I mean? Like, now that the situation in the market changed, maybe that's not. So I'm going to follow the price action. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna get too aggressive. Yeah, banks are up high. TLT, it came down a little bit. I mean, it hit 158.50, but now it's down to 157 on TLT. But it's holding here. Let's see, Uber and Lyft are getting smoked. They're down 2%, over 2.5%. Uber, Lyft is down 2.5%. What do you think about LAZR right now? Yeah, I mean, I like if it can hold 30. I mean, I might be looking to, let's see here, if we can, if I could short one of these puts here, short the 30, you get almost a $5 credit. Cost basis is then 25 cost basis. You know, you're at, basically in bounce territory. It could be good. Let's see. Whoa. Let's see here. LAZR. Yeah, I mean, you could, looking to do some numbers in there right now. I'm trying to see where price is settling in though. I'm not gonna just jump in things today. Not IPOC. Yeah, this looks good. Making a run up. There was over the weekend there was something about solar. I can't remember what it was, but something was passed, and this is ripping right up on TAN. I don't know if you guys trade this at all, but there was some news out. You can look it up. I don't know what it is, but they passed something regarding solar. So I think this is gonna. Under Biden, I mean, this thing could double potentially. Is this a good time to start loading up on travel stocks? Tommy, it really depends on what your time frame is and how long you want to hold. It really depends. I don't think anyone knows when their earnings are. I mean, I guess we got to look into. They got to have like an investors relations page, right, or something that shows this information. I don't want to get screwed on it. I don't want to get screwed on laser. Tesla's down 5% now. It's holding here at 660 area though. Doesn't look good. Man, I can't believe Baidu's pushing this high. Like Baidu to 195. But yeah, Airbnb is it's down 7 right now. It's down 4.5%. That thing's, am I gonna get smoked on that trade? I'm gonna be okay. We'll see. You'll see. Yeah, it needs to break out a range here. But it definitely could. Johnny. Can the EV have such a big impact on Baidu? I'm not sure. I mean, isn't Baidu the Chinese, like the Chinese search engine, like Google, like the China version of Google? Let's see here, Baidu, yeah, it is one of the largest AI and internet companies in the world. Yeah, the question, like Baidu, like it's kind of, I mean, it's just crazy. Rumors about them getting into EV. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like trading the rumors. All right, so I guess Steve here is saying that Americans could see stimulus checks hit their bank accounts in a matter of days. This is a very, very fast way of getting money into the economy. Let me emphasize, people are going to see this money at the beginning of next week. So I guess that's good. Individuals, including children, will receive $600 in direct payments. A family of 4 can end up with $2,400. The payments decreased for people who made more than $75,000 during 2019. They would phase out completely for people who made above $99,000 of income that year. And if you're married, it's $150,000. So it's basically the same rules applied for the last one. So if you got a stimulus check or deposit the last time, you're most likely going to get one now. So I guess that's good, but I mean, we can debate all we want, but I think it's not enough. I think it's not enough for people that are hurting. You know what I mean? They're just not. I mean, I think here's my personal opinion. I think that like people that were in the restaurant industry, different sectors, they should have gave them more. You know, Tastyworks is really slow. The option is not updating. Let's see here. Looks like it's moving for me on Tastyworks. Yeah, option pricing is updating here. I mean, I would anticipate there's gonna be some bottlenecks today. But yeah, Airbnb right now is just in a free fall. I mean, this thing's just tanking. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that they should give more money to people that were in industries that were impacted more. Retail, travel, those type of people. I mean, they're not doing very well. And I don't know. Do you get a stimulus check if you're here on like Visa or you know what I mean? Like if you work, let's say for an American company, but you're not an American. I don't know. I don't know if you get anything. Airbnb. Oof. Well, it might get smoked here. So I guess we'll see. The market's kind of settling in here. I mean, Nasdaq's down to 130 now, but Dow's coming back up. Dow's only down 180 now. S&P's holding tight. So we're gonna see what happens, guys. You know, just play it low, play it slow. You don't have to get into a trade. I mean, Apple's coming down. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. It's Christmas week. Don't blow up your accounts. Go into the holiday, relax. You know, just take it easy. So I'm gonna jump off here. You guys have a great day. Stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.